Deep in the forests, high up in the mountains, even in the most unexpected places, strange figures have been spotted. Creatures that shouldn't exist, yet somehow they do before these sightings vanished without a trace. Others left behind footage. Grainy, eerie, and impossible to explain. Stay tuned, because these mysteries are waiting to be uncovered. Mexican giants are known in mythology and have long sparked mystery and skepticism. Their existence has been mentioned since the early days of humanity, leaving people to wonder about their truth. Recently, social media has sparked curiosity, with internet users discussing an alleged sighting of a giant in the La Blanca region in the state of Mexico. According to locals, the sighting occurred when a silhouette of an immense being was seen walking across the mountain. This sighting caused a stir in the community, and many began to relate it to the Nephilim, a legendary race of giants. The mysterious figure on the mountain has only added fuel to the growing debate about the existence of giants in our world. Thailand mountain giant. A sighting caused chaos among the people of a town in Thailand. Amidst the foggy mountains, they spotted a giant on top of a peak. Though the features were unclear, many wondered if it could be Bigfoot. The mountain could have been home to a long-forgotten local legend. Perhaps the giant figure was a creature from ancient folklore, something the locals had heard of for years but never seen. The sighting may have reawakened old stories of giant beings roaming the peaks, just like Bigfoot and other cryptids from around the world. Worker encounter.
It's like a person's silhouette up in the clouds.
A construction worker was working in a remote mountainous area when he noticed something strange on a nearby hill. To his surprise, it looked like a giant ape, something similar to Bigfoot. The creature stood still, staring directly at him as if watching him destroy its home. He felt uneasy, unsure of what to make of the silent figure. It's possible that the mysterious being had been living in the area for years, hidden away from the world, only now being seen by him.
Thing's kind of creepy.
Mountain runner.
De lejos se ve muy grande. Mira, 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 va corriendo.
A couple was driving along a mountain road when they spotted a figure on a cliff. It was shadowy, almost human-like, but the way it climbed and moved was strange. No person could do it so effortlessly. They pulled over, trying to make sense of what they were seeing, but no answer came to mind. Some believe that angels or mysterious beings take this form to appear before travelers to warn them or guide them towards safety. But you have to be smart enough to understand their sight. Why did it appear this time? Was it trying to send a message?
¿Será un gigante?
Shadowy entities. In August 1997, a man found an old video camera near Emerson County. When the police checked the footage, they saw something strange. Dark figures moving in a weird way, slipping between trees, and disappearing in an instant. People had talked about these shadowy beings since 1957, but now there was proof. They had no faces, just tall, human-like shapes that didn't move like normal people. The video spread fast, and everyone was left wondering what they had just seen. Investigators looked into it, but no one could explain what these figures were, or where they had gone.
I don't like it.
Okay, fuck.
Nighttime vision. It's better not to wander alone in areas far from the human population, but a tourist dared to do just that and ventured deep into the forest. As he was observing the surroundings, he saw something strange. A figure was standing tall, blending in perfectly with the environment. It couldn't be a human, he knew that for sure. But what could it be? His first thought was an alien, as it looked like the gray aliens from movies. There are even theories that aliens live on Earth hidden in remote places like this. Mountain giant. In December 2002, a strange video appeared online showing a giant figure standing on a mountain in Aguascalientes, Mexico. The person who shared it claimed a truck driver had recorded it while stopping at a gas station nearby. At first, it seemed too unreal to believe. Compared to the trees and streets below, this thing was massive, over 100 meters tall. Many believed it could be proof of something hidden in the mountains. Maybe a giant? No one knows for sure, but the mystery still has people talking. Whistler Mountain Mystery. One morning, while driving to work, a man noticed something strange in the distance. Up high on Whistler's Mountain in Alberta, Canada, he saw a giant figure. It looked much bigger than anything he had ever seen before. The figure stood still on the mountain, and it was hard to tell if it was human because of its size. He quickly grabbed his camera and filmed the sight, but the video was shaky since he was still driving. Even with the shaky footage, it was clear that this wasn't just an ordinary person. The video caused people to wonder, could it be a Nephilim, a Yeti, or something else entirely? Aliens in Brazil. While exploring Ilha do Mel in Brazil, a woman and her family came across something they couldn't explain. Two human-like figures stood on a hilltop, their presence captured on video. The footage quickly spread, showing the beings' tall stature and strange movements. Locals were left baffled, especially since the hill was difficult to reach. Some speculated that the figures were aliens, with many believing they were about 10 feet tall. The mysterious sighting sparked talk across the island.
Mano, pior que mexe esquisito demais.
Unseen visitor. An interview seemed normal until the footage showed something shocking. While a reporter was talking to a lady, a shadowy figure appeared in the background. No one noticed it during the interview, but when they reviewed the footage later, everyone was shocked. The figure looked like an alien, with features that couldn't be mistaken. The interview took place in a quiet, deserted area where experts had been working. Many now believe that aliens might have lived there and could be leaving because of human interference. Ghostly sight. This world holds secrets, and a few are captured on camera. This sight is one of those. A biker set up a camera by the road to record himself after completing his round, but when he reviewed the footage, he was shocked. In the field, a shadowy figure appeared. It wasn't human at all. It was tall and moving cautiously. With social media, how could he keep this to himself? He uploaded the video online. Netizens started calling it the Slender Man. Although it became the talk of the town back in 2009, many people have seen it and even captured it on camera. Thankfully, no one has reported any harm done by it. Phantom presence. In this chilling video, a man decided to explore the woods alone. As he walked deeper, he felt like something wasn't right. Then he saw it, a strange figure hiding in the shadows. He pulled out his camera and started filming. Every sound, every movement made him shocked. The figure wasn't just standing there, it was moving, and it seemed to be leading him somewhere. Even though fear gripped him, his curiosity pushed him forward. But as he followed, he started to realize this might have been a mistake. We don't know what happened to the guy, but let's hope he was safe. The sighting led many to believe the figure's real target was the deer, not the guy himself. Strange woodland visitor. During patrol, a forest officer had been keeping an eye on some suspicious activity deep in the woods, raising concerns about possible animal smuggling. One night, he spotted someone moving through the trees. At first, he thought it might be a poacher, but the figure was thin, moved strangely, and didn't seem to belong there. It had an odd shape, a large head, and a smooth, pale body. The footage quickly went viral. Some viewers insisted it was proof of animal smugglers using advanced suits to avoid detection. Others had a different theory. Many linked it to the long-standing belief that extraterrestrials have been taking animals from Earth for unknown reasons. Glowing eyes.
Holy crap.
Every youngster has that curiosity to know everything, but many times it leads to unexpected encounters. Something similar happened to a guy who noticed suspicious activities around his house in a remote area and decided to investigate. As he went to the nearby fields, he spotted a being standing behind the bushes, its eyes glowing in the dark. But as it noticed the boy, it began to move to the other side and disappeared from sight. He wondered, Could it have been an alien? The area might be close to a secret government installation where experiments are being conducted, either by humans or something else entirely. The being could be a test subject that escaped or was let loose to wander.
What the fuck? Why are you walking away?
Secret visitor. This is clear evidence that there are mysteries in places where humans rarely go. A guy decided to explore an abandoned community, not knowing what it hid. He spotted a figure at the corner. Although its features weren't clear, one thing he could make out was its big head and thin body. Wait, this description seems familiar. An alien? He decided to leave the area, and that was the best choice. Who knows what might have happened if he stayed? Dash cam horror. Back in 2011, a man went missing, and during the investigation, police discovered a mysterious video captured by his car's dash cam. The footage showed the man opening the bonnet to repair it, unaware of what was about to happen next. As he finished, he was shocked to find a tall, slender figure standing right in front of him. The creature resembled Slender Man. Then, a strange sound echoed, affecting the camera before the video ended abruptly. Was Slender Man behind this? A similar incident occurred in the US when a man was passing through a field and saw a tall humanoid figure in his path, causing him to swerve. As he looked in his side mirror, he saw it coming towards him. The camera captured the same glitch, but the fate of the man remains unknown. Chupacabra sighting. The myth of the Chupacabra started in Puerto Rico when farmers found their goats lifeless. Now, new footage has emerged, showing what some believe to be the creature moving through the Portuguese desert. In the video, the strange figure walks slowly on two legs, lowering its head as it moves across the barren land. Its dark appearance blends in with the dry surroundings, but before long, it disappears behind a large bush, vanishing from sight. Some viewers think it could be the Chupacabra, a legendary creature known in Central and South American folklore. The mystery of what it really was remains unsolved. Siren head sighting. A strange creature was spotted in the wild by a tourist who was startled by a loud, eerie siren sound. As he looked around, his eyes landed on it, a tall, humanoid figure. Though it was shadowy and barely visible, the two massive speakers mounted on its head were unmistakable. Its movements were jerky, as though it struggled to walk. The creature resembled the infamous siren head, known for its terrifying reputation, and if you ever hear its siren, the safest choice is always to run. Huasteca giant sighting. Locals in the Huasteca region of San Luis Potosí, Mexico, witnessed a strange sight on a mountain range that left them speechless. At first, they thought it was a landslide, but what they saw didn't match anything they'd expected. Standing tall and thin, it looked like a giant. The description matched images that had started to surface, and many residents from Ciudad Valles shared similar testimonies. Fear and uncertainty spread quickly among the community, who grew alarmed by the presence of such a being in the mountains. Authorities were puzzled, stating that no such sighting had ever occurred before, fueling the growing mystery and causing a sensation across the region. Silent walker.
Me, and I still cannot figure out what it is.
In South Carolina, a local was at home when he heard strange sounds and quickly went outside to see what was going on. What he caught on camera shocked everyone. Trees shaking, big branches breaking, and weird noises all around him. Whatever it wasn't happy. The video spread quickly, and people couldn't stop talking about it. Some thought it was just a bear, but others noticed something strange. A shadowy figure in the trees. Could it have been a shadow alien? Or maybe a tall creature tearing down the trees? Nobody knows for sure, but whatever it was, it's still out there.
Doing this. Oh my God, he just took half the tree down.
Freaky find. There are many abandoned and demolished buildings in the woods, but do you know why people leave these places? Well, a guy found out and caught it on camera. While exploring the woods, he came across a demolished building. Before he could get closer, he saw a shadowy figure. It went behind a wall and just disappeared. The figure seemed bipedal and giant. Now he thinks the people who lived there must have left because of strange sightings. It seems these mysterious beings don't want any intruders in their homes. So if you ever come across something like this, it's better not to stick around. Fawn-like figure. A researcher was walking through the forest hoping to see some animals, but something felt strange. As he looked around, he suddenly saw a creepy figure staring at him. It made him feel scared right away. The shape of its head made him think it might be a fawn, but it didn't seem right. If he thought about it in a more supernatural way, the figure might have been something darker, a creature that lived in the forest. Maybe it was a spirit or something that used the forest to scare people who went too deep.
Yeah, no, it's not a stump. It's not.
Daylight phantom. A scary incident took place while a forest officer was on duty, and the footage has left the internet buzzing. The video showed an old wooden cabin deep in the woods, but that wasn't the most unsettling part. Right beside the cabin stood a woman dressed in black. She wasn't moving or looking at the camera, just standing there, completely still. Many paranormal investigators have reported encounters with shadowy figures, often resembling an old woman, but actual photos of such beings are rare. Some believe she hides in the darkness, only revealing herself when she chooses. But this time, it happened in broad daylight. Maybe she was trying to lure him in, or worse, possess him. Eerie discovery. A guy used to post all kinds of videos on social media, but things took a strange turn. He became one of the biggest internet mysteries after he filmed what he claimed was a giant on top of a mountain. The figure didn't look like a normal person. It was way too big and was doing push-ups without any effort. After he posted the video, it went viral, but the most surprising part came later. Rumors started spreading that he was taken by government officials. Some believed he might have filmed something he shouldn't have. Hidden presence. What started as a simple insect observation turned into a shocking discovery. While recording inside a cave, the camera caught a creature hiding in the dark. Loud footsteps echoed, and then a massive creature appeared. Its body was covered in rough fur, and its face had a pointy nose. It had a hunched back and a muscular frame, looking like a troll. When the creature noticed the camera, it charged toward it, and the video cut off suddenly. Locals say trolls turn to stone when exposed to sunlight. Maybe the creature was trying to avoid being seen, fearing it would be forced to face the light. Paran sighting. In Paran, Brazil, a group of tourists spotted something truly bizarre while hiking in the mountains. From a distance, they noticed a giant figure walking down the slope. It seemed towering and had long arms, making it hard to believe what they were seeing. Alarmed by the sight, the group immediately started recording but kept their distance. After all, they had no idea what this mysterious being might do next. The footage sparked curiosity and fear, leaving many to wonder, what was it? Yosemite stick alien. The trail cam, originally set up to monitor wildlife in Yosemite National Park, unexpectedly captured something unearthly. Two figures appeared on the screen, tall, thin, and almost stick-like. Their bodies were oddly covered in what seemed like white cloth. They moved silently, almost gliding through the air above Fresno. The second being, much smaller than the first, led many to believe it could be a baby, an alien creature still in its early stages. Some theories suggest these could be visitors from another world, using the cloth as a disguise or protective covering. Others believe they could be part of a secret government experiment or something far more sinister hiding in plain sight. Abandoned house watcher. It's always nice to go for a walk until you realize it's late at night. A guy, out on his usual stroll, started to feel uneasy. There was this old, abandoned house in the community. No one had lived there for years, but tonight, the lights were on. Who could have been in there? He wondered, his curiosity growing. But then, something caught his eye. A figure standing by the railing. It was tall, far too tall, not human. The tension built as he stood frozen. Was it a spirit watching him, or something worse? Like Slender Man? Whatever it wasn't something he wanted to stick around to figure out. Deleted video. A secret video that was deleted in 2011 has somehow reappeared online, leaving those who saw it puzzled. It showed a young guy enjoying himself on a trampoline when an odd being appeared in the background. The figure seemed to be watching him closely. As the camera zoomed in, things took a strange turn. The guy stopped jumping, and even the camera began to glitch, as though the tall being had some kind of power to disrupt the scene. The video was quickly taken down by the government. Viewers noticed unsettling details, like strange symbols or distorted images, which prompted the authorities to step in. They seemed to fear the consequences if the video spread any further. Strange encounter. A strange incident happened on a road in Hazaribagh, Jharkhand, India. A group of young people riding bikes suddenly stopped when this weird-looking figure appeared in the bike's light that looked like an alien. It was tall and thin, like a humanoid, and didn't seem bothered by them. Usually aliens don't like being seen, but ghosts don't mind, right? People started talking. It might have been an alien on the roads of Hazaribagh. If it was, it might have come from somewhere unknown and disappeared for reasons no one understands. If it wasn't an alien, it might have been a ghost. Bedroom intruder. Back in 2006 in Florida, an incident occurred that scared everyone. A resident was peacefully sleeping in his bedroom when he spotted a humanoid figure entering the room. Nobody would have believed him, but thankfully everything was captured on camera. The figure resembled the gray alien with a thin body and an odd head. When the video surfaced on the internet, everyone got scared. These beings had been seen in woods, abandoned places, and sometimes even overhead as UFOs. But now, are they entering our homes? Many connected the incident to the famous Ohio airport event, suggesting that maybe they were on some mission here on Earth. Vanishing figure. Security officers were monitoring the bank's CCTV for any unusual activity when, suddenly, they spotted a lady who seemed suspicious. Although she had human-like hands and feet, she didn't seem fully human at all. Tall, thin, and ghostly pale, she looked like an alien. What made the situation even stranger was that she was holding something in her hands. The officers rushed to capture her, but when they arrived, there was no sign of anyone. The lady had vanished without a trace. They were left wondering who she was and how she disappeared. Miami's mystery. The New Year alien sighting in Miami created chaos in 2024, and as if that wasn't enough, another piece of evidence surfaced. A man had released the clearest photograph of a strange creature, sparking a wave of discussion online. The image showed what some believed to be an otherworldly entity, but what was even stranger was that, in one of the photos, the creature appeared to be transparent. This matched reports from local residents, who claimed the creature had turned invisible before their eyes. But what was truly unsettling was the ongoing silence from local authorities. While some police officers denied anything unusual had happened, others hinted they were under strict orders not to speak about it. Room oddity. A video buzzed the internet showing an odd figure moving around in a room. It seemed to be engaged in some sort of activity. Its appearance, especially the hands, looked unnatural, leading many to speculate that it was an alien cloned by scientists and being tested for its motor skills. Others believed it had been captured by authorities. They insisted the figure wasn't a clone at all, but a real extraterrestrial. Maybe it had been found and placed in containment, only to escape or be allowed to wander under observation. Backyard encounter. Just before midnight on April 30th, 2023, skywatchers across several western states saw a bright fireball streak through the sky. A police officer in Las Vegas even caught it on his body cam, but the real shock came afterward. When residents claimed to see an alien in their backyard, they reported two massive figures near the crash site, nearly 10 feet tall, with large, shiny eyes that reflected the light. Their movements weren't human. Authorities took the report seriously, but when investigators tried to follow up, the family refused interviews. Still, multiple family members stood by their story, and official reports confirmed their claims. Forest officers' footage. A forest officer was working his usual night shift. Everything seemed normal, until he heard strange noises from deep in the forest. He quickly rushed to investigate. As his flashlight moved through the trees, he saw it, a bald figure with glowing eyes. He froze for a moment, but before he could react, the figure vanished. He was alarmed and began searching the area. Just then, the figure appeared on the camera. The video ended suddenly. No one knows what happened to him after that. His fate remains a mystery. Miami alien incident. On 2024's New Year's Eve, chaos erupted in downtown Miami as a group of teens clashed with police at a shopping center. At least that's the official story, but online, a different version spread like wildfire. People claimed the police weren't just responding to rowdy teens, they were there for something else. Witnesses described seeing tall, shadowy figures near the entrance of the shopping center. Some said it stood between 8 to 10 feet tall, moving in ways that didn't seem human. Authorities dismissed the claims, but the speculation hasn't stopped. After the incident, more videos appeared, with people claiming the Miami alien had been released. We can't deny it, something is being hidden. Parking lot figure. A strange video has surfaced online, and people can't stop talking about it. The footage shows a pale being moving cautiously through what looks like a parking lot. Its legs were bent as it walked, almost as if trying to stay hidden from view. The anonymous user who posted the video claimed that despite tight security at the community entrance, the figure managed to slip inside unnoticed. But who was it? Some believe it could be one of the mysterious beings known to enter through portals, but we can only guess. Unusual bodyguards. A video surfaced showing a famous celebrity walking with her bodyguards, but there was something strange about the scene. The bodyguards were much taller than the celebrity, which made them look unusual. Dressed in all black, they stood out even more. The footage grabbed a lot of attention, sparking curiosity. Some people thought these tall bodyguards could have been part of a secret group providing top-level security. Others wondered if there was more to them than met the eye. Cave creature. Flying his drone above an unexplored cave, a guy decided to send his gadget inside to see what was hidden. What he spotted was beyond imagination. Inside the cave stood an odd bipedal creature with horns like that of a goat. It seemed to be spying on the device, its eyes locked on the drone. People who've heard the story have wondered what it could have been. The creature, however, was never captured or even closely approached, as it dwelled in places far beyond human reach. Grainy footage. An old, grainy video surfaced on the internet, leaving everyone confused. It showed a strange creature climbing effortlessly. Though the footage was unclear, its pointed legs and horned head stood out. People began to wonder, what could it be? Some believed it was a creature from old legends, while others thought it might be something far more shocking. Since the footage appeared years later, many suspected it could be a being created by scientists. Officers encounter. Forest officers in Brazil were on patrol when they noticed movement in the bushes. They pointed their lights and froze. A strange figure stood on two legs, covered in thick fur. It wasn't a regular animal, it was crouching, trying to stay out of sight, but its shape looked familiar. People had talked about something like this before, the Brazilian dogman, a creature many had heard of, but almost no one had seen. Dogman usually avoids people, but this time it didn't run. It stayed hidden as if it was watching them instead. Open discussion. One afternoon, a local was out in the woods capturing footage of a strange broken tree. The tree hadn't just fallen, it looked like something had snapped it with immense force, leaving this scary sight behind. While discussing the damage, some movement was captured in the background. At first it seemed like nothing, just a slight distortion in the air, but when the footage was reviewed, it became clear. There was something there. Some believed it was a cloaked creature, invisible to the naked eye but briefly revealed on camera. Others brushed it off as a trick of the light. To this day, the truth about the footage remains a mystery. Thank you very much for watching the video, share in the comments, and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.